So, we're not wheeling today, but that means it's probably a great day for me and Sean to grab the old chainsaws, hop in the old Sheep Finder, and head up the mountain and cut some more harder, more gnarly lines because, well, the trails are getting pretty easy because the rigs keep getting better, and it's hard trail clearing when you got the whole big group of guys there. So we're gonna go take a walk with our chainsaws, but of course, I have not touched this thing in 5 months, literally not once, since I got back from the Whipsaw Trail. And as you can see, she's still sitting on the bump stop in this front corner, and we still got the broken shock. Now, you think I've sourced the parts for that? No. So we're gonna pop that shock off there. We're gonna crank the T-bar up a bit so we're not riding on the bump stop. And then we're just gonna send it. Load up some gear, go for a walk in the woods. Blapped a tack weld where it was splitting, and then I ground it down a little bit, but let's just scab it back together and go out in the woods. It's gonna be fine. All right, got the torsion bar fixed. Well, we stopped by Sean's. He's got the cross member mocked up, cut a whole bunch of stuff out of the front, and moving forward with the 1-ton swap in this thing. We're just getting the saws ready, and then we're gonna head out in the woods in the Jeep Finder.
If you go down there, there's 2 old logging roads down there, and that's one of my rock spots. One of these days, and then what it does all these trails back here, and it comes up to the back side of the playground and shoots you right to the playground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I've walked it, and it's super cool, and there's hella rocks in there, but it needs a lot of cleanup.
Yeah.
There's some killer rocks up here, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're rocking with only 1 shock in the rear.
And I know it's a shock dangling in there, you just take it
No, I
out.
took it off. How deep it is. 2-wheel driving it, yeah.
While we're doing some trail clearing, we got a new epic climb. Camera never does justice. That's a big one. We normally go around to the left there. Right, yeah, we want to go right side. My right, your left, over that side. Well, even this side's gonna be hard. Like, we want to take the chicken line, we can go all the way over here.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Take a bunch of branches out of there and go up in this way. I don't know. I don't know if my car's got it in it.
We have this rock in there.
Or come through here and come bump hot dog tree. It's probably time for trail soda too.
Well, I didn't do all that much filming there because I was busy running the saw. All right, well, so me and Sean did some trail clearing yesterday. Then I spat the chain off my saw. So we never got to finish the trail we were working on. So I never did any filming. But I'm heading back out solo this afternoon to go quickly finish off last of this new trail. And then we'll have to go back to the shop and get the damn clunk figured out of my rig so we can run this trail. Because I think it's gonna be a gooder. This thing really better not die out here by myself. I don't even know how, but apparently I took out my antenna. Oh, this is gonna be yard work. This is my spot. So we got a little bit more deadfall we got to cut out of the way. We got about 3/4 of the way through. And I spat my chain off last time because I'm a moron. I didn't have my wrench with me. I couldn't even put the chain back on. So let's take a huff through this trail. I got my headlights on. That's not good for the battery. Now it is. This is what we're talking about. This is what it's all about. That's gonna be a good climb. We got some rocks over there. Not sure how we're gonna drive up those ones yet, but they're pretty big boulders. We gotta go this way and cut some deadfall out of the way. And next up on the list is roll up on this monster. Here's where I lost my chain last time. But you can see where we're going. Right through those big old cleavage rocks right there. Got another drop over here and one over there, but we're just making it up as we go here. I do believe it's time for a genuine mountain pew. So I'm going to rehydrate, and then I'm going to fire up the power tools. Chop this piece out of the way, some of those other dead ones over there, and tidy this up a little bit. Friday afternoon yard work. here at Pathmaker Productions. Man. Mountain Pew Pilsner. The best. It's amazing what a brief windstorm can do. A bunch of trees that are in the way. It's weird how that works. We just came ripping through here. We're gonna drive up through here. And there's more rocks over there. It's looking like a real good trail. That looks like a good climb. Heading this way. Here's the last real big gnarly climb on this trail with the super consequences. Don't go left. The camera never does justice. But, well, this is a big climb. There's not a lot of space. It's getting dark. I'm gonna pack up my stuff, head down the hill, go have a beer with the boys. Good day trail clearing. Let's grab the rigs and head up here. Time to head home, figure out what that clunk is in my rig. I just finished pressure washing this dirty old turdmobile because we gotta climb underneath it. We gotta figure out what the brutal clunk was that I was feeling the other day when I was wheeling. So before I take it out in the woods again, we gotta track down that clunk. And there's nothing worse than climbing underneath the dirty rig. So, quick little bath and let's get her in the shop and go take a look. Fix my truck, pause. Oh, did you just get that in the oil? Well, now I gotta take it away. That was a dumb move. You blew it. Stunned. Pause the track. Stunned. All right, well, I'm still trying to track down the shimmy in this thing somewhere. So I put this thing back together. I didn't bore you guys with me pulling the hub apart, taking the tire off, and repacking the bearings. I did all that, and on a positive note, after a decade of owning these Yukon lockouts, I can finally turn it by hand. I always had to use vice grips before because I did such a terrible job of setting them up last time. I used a lot less grease this time, and now she spins great. I might pull my front drive shaft out because as I was spinning the tire back and forth, there's a lot of slop in it these days. This is a square tube shaft, so maybe I should tighten that up. But never-ending projects on the Pathmaker rig. So I think it's time to head out into the woods. And we're gonna keep going on the trail cutting mission because we found a bunch of wicked climbs the other day and we started clearing a new trail. So we're gonna go out in the rain today, the royal we, I'm going by myself, and gonna go clear some trail for some new rock crawling lines for the next time we take this thing out. I don't wanna bore you guys too much with me trail scouting, finding new lines, but we got a few hits that I've found. I cut some of the branches off, and we'll definitely have to get some cars in here, but I was excited, so I wanted to share. I believe this is a fancy car line, but well, we'll try to give you a little scale. I'm 6 feet tall, so this first climb's about 6 feet. Then we drop into a decent hole here, and then this climb, it's up to my shoulder, vertical. So we're gonna go up there with the fancy cars, which I don't know. Is it possible? I think someone's gonna have to give it a try. A couple more to show you guys on this latest trail. It's mint. We make our way up to this crazy slab. I don't know if anyone's driving up that side ever. That's a big rock slab. I want to go this way, try to stay high of this stump. Work our way through these rocks over the edge. It's also going to be super sketchy and terrifying. With a nice off camber into a nice big hole, and then another climb, and then down into the forest. I don't know if I'm saving the best part for the end or the worst part for the end, but well, let's go check out where this goes. Here's why I'm laughing. We got a bit of a wet spot here. It looks like the guys who logged all the trees down here at some point in the past threw a bunch of logs across. But, well, they're floating. So if we drive on top of them, it's gonna be great. I don't know how deep it is. At least that tree looks decent enough to winch off of. We don't want to know if it's the bottomless pit. But you never know when you're driving in wet spots. Whoa. I'll stop filming, wandering around in the woods like a madman. Good day of scouting, a couple new gnarly hits. It's gonna be sketchy.
We had 8 inches of snow overnight to go with the other 8 inches that we had yesterday. So we got more than a foot of snow on the ground right now. And looks like my super sweet tarp garage didn't make it. That really sucks. It had a leg under it because the plow was there, but I had to move the leg to get the plow out, and I did not put the leg back. And well, I guess it toasted my plow garage. It's been 2 weeks at least of varying amounts of snow out of the driveway. So the old path maker, I haven't been able to tear into it yet because it's well, it's gone back into plow finder duty. I was plowing the other day when there was 16 inches of snow out there, and today we only got a couple inches, but the wife's got to get down the driveway, so we're gonna fire this bad boy up, take it out. But hopefully, if the damn snow stops coming in, we will finally be able to tear into this thing. The more I've been driving it up and down with the plow here, well, it's dying now all the time, so it doesn't want to stay running, and also I'm pretty sure it's another Dana 300. So when the snow's finally gone, I think we're gonna pull the T-cases out. But in the meantime, check out how my plow and my sweet fab job is really I done a real number on that cable. That's not sketchy or anything. You're fine. Let's fire this thing up and do the thing. It's March. It's bullshit. And let's get into this clunk. Something is not happy in the drivetrain of this thing.